fifth grade. For today's word work lesson, we are going to be focusing on Greek and Latin roots and affixes. We're on list 5. You took your pre-test yesterday. Today is the day where we will add other words containing list 5 roots and affixes. And we do that using our notes page that's found in your work and online dictionaries, as well as the scanned pages of the children's dictionary. So I'm going to jump to the page that you guys will find in your work. Mine isn't there because I'm in teacher view. You can see that we have the notes here, and then we have a place to add other words that we find in the dictionary that contain these. I just want to remind you, because it's been a little while since we've done this, and we have some new students who have joined us. And so if this is your first time doing this, the way this works is this is a common root or affix that is a building block of our language. And to know if a word contains this root or affix, we have to look for these letters. So we would look for words that have M-E-G-A together. Okay, and you can see that the dash comes after it. And so this is a prefix, which means it goes at the beginning of a word. Okay, it's not Greek or Latin. And the definition of this root or affix actually is factor of 1 million or very large. So when we look at these example words, we see the letter combination. We see the M-E-G-A, M-E-G-A, M-E-G-A in all three of these words, but that is not enough to know that it contains the affix. We have to look at the definition of the word to make sure that the definition of this root appears there in that definition somewhere. So if we look at megabyte, we see a unit of information equal to 1 million bytes. You can see this part that's underlined is very similar to what we see here with factor of 1 million. So not only does it have the letter combination, it also has the definition of the root in the definition of the word. So we know it is absolutely one that has this affix in it. When we look at megaphone, it's a large funnel-shaped device for amplifying and directing the voice. Now, amplifying is underlined. You don't see the word amplifying here, but if you were to look up the definition of amplifying, you would see that it means to multiply or make bigger, okay? And in this case, if we're amplifying a voice, we're making it very loud or very large. And so therefore, megaphone contains this affix as well. When we look at the word megalopolis, again, we see the M-E-G-A. But then when we look at the definition of megalopolis, we see a very large, heavily populated city. When we look at the definition of mega, we see very large. Therefore, we know for sure that megalopolis does contain that affix. Here's the part that I want you to do. I've already added those example words so you can see words that absolutely do, but now I want you to go on a scavenger hunt, and I want you to find a few words, just 2 or 3. If all you can find is one, hey, one it is. But I want you to go and look for other words in the dictionary or that you know that have this root or affix in them. And to know for sure if it has this root or affix in it, it has to have the letters M-E-G-A, and then it also has to have this definition somewhere in the definition of the word. So that's why we have to use the dictionary. So I'm going to jump back out here to where we found our online dictionary and we find our scanned dictionary pages. So because mega is a prefix and it comes at the beginning of the words, we can use these scanned dictionary pages. But here's the problem. We see the word megabyte here, okay? That was already one of our example words. We see the word megaphone here. That was already one of our example words. And we don't see any other words with M-E-G-A in them. And so therefore, we can't use the scanned dictionary pages to find example words for that root or affix. So we're going to have to go back here to the online dictionary. And yes, you could type mega, but you're still going to get megabyte and megaphone, which are already example words. So guys, honestly, I had to Google words that have mega in it. And then I came back here and did a search to see if the definition of the word had the definition of the root in it. So I found this word megapixel. Okay, and then when I read the definition here, it says a unit equal to 1 million pixels that is used to measure the resolution of a digital image. I hear a unit of 1 million in the definition here. So I can go back to my notes and I can type the word megapixel here. And you have to highlight this and then type over top of it. So I'm going to type megapixel. And I think that one's probably good enough for that one because that was kind of a hard one. We had to Google it. Your next root or affix is not a prefix. It is a suffix, O-R-Y. And so because this comes at the end of the word, end of words, you're going to have to go to that online dictionary for this one as well. It means relating to a place for. So you can see in your example words, dormitory, observatory, laboratory. So you're going to have to think to yourself, what words do I know that end with O-R-Y? And then you're going to have to go to that online dictionary and look it up. Okay? So think really hard. If it's too difficult, you can always Google words that have O-R-Y at the end of it and then go into the dictionary and search. Okay? These words or these roots and affixes that come a little further down on your notes page, the VOC, VOIC, and VOK, the PRO, the TEL, TELE, and TELO. Those are going to be easy. You can use your scan dictionary pages there too. So that's the gist of it. Guys, once you get one or two of those example words that are not already in my example words over here in these orange boxes for each root or affix, then you're going to go back and turn that assignment in. Let me know if you have any questions or you need any help. I love and miss you, and I can't wait to see you in person.